We are so back. We are so back. New song next Monday. Are you excited? Hello there and welcome back. Jesus. Oh my God. I haven't released since at least 1953. Oh my God. We're actually putting out new music, and let me tell you, something tells me once we start releasing new stuff, nothing's gonna stop us now. Something tells me it's gonna keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling for quite a while. You guys are gonna eat good. So yeah, it's just, what's good, y'all? Hey, shall we yap for a little bit? So, yeah. Guys, I just collabed with an Emmy-winning artist and an opera-trained singer. What? How did this happen? It's like the Bill Ward's video. How did this happen? Man. Yeah, it's just how. One day I'm out here in my bedroom producing tunes, and the other day I'm on a Zoom call with an Emmy winner. Like, hey man, let's work on some. And next thing I know, we have a tune coming out, and we distributed it, and it's waiting in stores and all that. Will there be a music video too? Hey, yo, relax. I think you might be asking for a little bit too much. And now we're at it. Yeah, just like put out a whole ass album, like right now, imminently. Tomorrow, new album. And like music videos for every single song on the album. Guys, two things: time and money and cashes. Okay. I gotta do what I can with the tools I have at my disposal, okay? I have spent a great deal of money on post-NYP, okay? So just chillax. Just listen to this first, and then we can talk about post-NYP, okay? So I'm putting this out. Something tells me might not be the only thing I put out with Steven, but there, I said it. I said it. I said it, and the hype is in the air now. Paul, why do you speak so much? You talk too much. So, yesterday I posted the first trailer. I know there wasn't a whole lot on that trailer. It was just an ambient intro type beat. But tomorrow, you guys are gonna get a second teaser with the song name, the cover art, and the pre-save link. So you will finally be able to hit, I want this tune now, or rather on Monday, because you're not gonna get that tune now, because Spotify won't let you, but yeah, it's just, big, exciting. And now we're at it. Guys, shall I make a little bit of an exception for you today and do a little exclusive teaser of the new song with me, Steven, Spies, and Toryn? Give me any timestamp. I'll play half a second. You know, it's the great marketing strategies of our time. It's what I tend to do, what I've done on the Friday show before, you know, like play half a second of Near Protocol 10. But now we're doing it with another song. And yeah, I'm going to accept like 3 or 4 timestamps, okay? So give me like 3 or 4 timestamps, guys. Like one per user, okay? Don't like spam the make sure to keep chat civil, okay? And I'll play you a little snippet. And by little, I mean like, probably like half a kick. Paul plus you when? I mean, if you fund it, sure. If you buy all 200 samples up front. It's not a priority, man. I need to recover financially from this. I need to financially recover from this. Okay, so you just, guys, come on. I'm not fucking Jeff Bezos out here. Now, but to be fair, of all the like billionaires in this world, I wouldn't really want to be like Jeff Bezos. But just think any like good-hearted billionaire, which is no one in this fucking world. But but hey, look, I do what I can. Okay, but I'm not fucking... It's just... I can't think of anyone because they're all assholes. They're all idiots. Well, they're not idiots, but they are assholes. But... You get what I'm trying to say, right? You get what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, but the 2-hour, 23-minute, and 45-second timestamp isn't really a thing on this song. Sorry, it's not a YouTube... like 3-hour ambient mix. So I'm gonna go to my little folder here of songs, probably the most important folder in all of my computer, the modus files, where all of my songs, released and unreleased, are housed. And just find the little bit here. Find the Majuvali, as Toki would say. Alright, I found it. Bro, he can do some side quests, ghost production, and make $1 million. You make it sound so easy. That's so not how it works. The reality is more like there's like 3 billion ghost producers on Fiverr, and each of them charges a lower amount than the next. That's y'all make it sound so ideal and so so like so idyllic, right? Just the concept of a ghost producer is just like this man in the shadows earning billions and fucking the reality of that is just some guy on his laptop, on his $500 laptop, used from Craigslist, charging for like ghost produced, which in reality is just AI generated beats with Suno, like charging $5 on Fiverr for a quick buck. That's the harsh reality of ghost production nowadays. I think I'm good. Look, being Modus, I think I'm good. Okay? I think I'm good with Modus. Let's just enjoy it for what it is. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna play 130, 248, and 144. Okay? Just for the fact that 2 hours and 23 minutes isn't really a thing. The song is about 4.5 minutes long. So I'm gonna go over to 130. There it is, 140. 130, sorry. 130, okay? Listen out, okay? I'm gonna give you a little audio source here. I'm gonna turn it on, see if it works. Yeah, that should work. Okay. 3, 2, 1. There. Awesome. Fucking wow. What a tune. Holy crap.
Are you ready for the roughneck bass?
I'm going to go over to 144 now. Okay. There it is. 144. 1, 2, 3. There. Growls are involved. What were you expecting? Were you expecting jungle terror? And now we go over to 248. Okay. I think you picked a pretty interesting one. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a few seconds before so it catches up. Okay. There we are. 248. 3, 2, 1. There. Is the mastering done? Yes. The song better be finished by now. Because otherwise we wouldn't have enough time to send it to DSPs. We wouldn't have enough time to like distribute it. Right? So the song was finalized like last month. Okay? we just need time to like get it distributed after the fact. So it's not like it's not like 2014 Modus where it was just as soon as it came out the door, right to SoundCloud. Those days are over. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys one more timestamp. Okay, so choose wisely. Choose your timestamp wisely. I want to give you guys one more. Okay? So, yeah, there you go. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you that Can I? There. We have some new equipment in the house! It has arrived. The micro pad thing that launches things and does macros your soul. And I've already set up with a couple things. Okay? Most of its raw power will become unleashed with the post-NYP layout refresh. Okay, so with the new stream layout, which is not so much new, but rather just a big upgrade to the existing one, so things are mostly the same, just with cooler graphics, right, and more animations. There's a couple things that already work, but most of it will come into effect with the new layout, right? So I can already launch a couple things. I can already end the stream with a single button press on it. So there's a big danger button here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a big button with a danger sign that says end stream. It's like don't press that. and it's like set aside compared to the other buttons. So it's just you better not press that thing midstream or else it's set to a micro that will automatically end the stream. And then I can launch the intermission song from here, and I can open and close submissions from within this macro pad without even touching OBS. So, big productivity upgrade. That's pretty expensive. It actually was not. I got it used because I didn't need to get this new. I bought this used from someone who only used it like 2-3 times on the equivalent of like what, Spanish Craigslist. There's this like website for used stuff, right? And I bought it from this guy who had only used it a couple times before, and I got it for like what, 40 euros? It wasn't even that bad. This is pretty good. I'll have you know that I bought my $500 off of... You bought $500? How is that possible, my man? You bought $500? You bought money with money? Guys found the infinite money glitch. And use samples and presets, not AI. Well, good on you, mate. Godspeed. I still don't have that timestamp. Give me that timestamp right now. Or live with the consequences forever of not knowing, of not hearing more of this gem of a track. And by forever, I mean 24 hours, because that's... I'm going to be putting out the next teaser tomorrow, so you guys are going to get to hear one more snippet. Okay, so we got 3 more. You know what? I'm feeling generous today. I'm feeling generous. So let's do all those 210, 113, 428. Okay, let's do that. Sure thing. Let's pause the music for a minute. So we're on 210, yeah? Okay, 210. 3, 2, 1. There. Great. Beautiful. What's next? 113? 113. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. And then we got 428. 428 is right at the end, huh? 3, 2, 1. All right. There it is. That's it. That's it. Okay. So there we go. Was that the Saw of 87? I haven't seen the Saw since 1907. Who said $500? Hi, Infinite. And just hi, everyone in chat in general, honestly. Hello. Thank you all for showing up on this, just in the middle of the freaking week. Tuesday evening for me, which is Tuesday morning or like Tuesday afternoon for most people in the US. Probably still morning for the Pacific Coast. And just not a great time, like more eastward. So yeah, I feel bad for you, Asia. For just it's not a great time, is it? I'm considering. I may consider time change for Tuesday streams, but I don't know, man. I don't know, cause feedback streams are pretty strong on Saturdays. So maybe it's just the day more than the time. But then again, Sundays are sacred. I'm not doing Sundays for production. Asia's not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel bad for Asia right now. And well, on Saturdays as well, it's messed up. Someone tells me like maybe, but here's the thing: Saturdays we can't really change it because then we overlap with Took Machine. If and when he streams, because this past weekend he was supposed to stream and then his computer did an oof. His computer did a and then all of it did like the transition we have on Friday Chills when we're done with Gartic Phone, the whole thing explodes. To be fair, I never saw any Modus fans from Japan. Trust me, there's a lot. there's a lot of Asian fans in like China, Japan, all this area. China, there's a lot of people, but it's not as straightforward to access that demographic, because well, like China is its own like microcosm of apps and services and social media, right? So they don't have Instagram, they don't have YouTube, they all have their alternative things, right? So it's harder for me to access. But yeah, I've been hearing from a few Chinese fans that there's an untapped market over there. And the question has already been like brought up to me of like, hey Modus, are you gonna create a Bilibili account? I could, but whether I should is another question. You know, it's just I'm not the kind of guy that likes to be terminally online. So just like creating a new platform, it's another new platform for me to maintain, right? And it's just a lot of work to keep up with all these platforms. It's hard enough for me to like deal with SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, although Twitter is probably going. Although Twitter is probably, I'm probably going to nuke my Twitter sometime this year. I'm so fucking done with Twitter. But SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and then I've got the what is it, Bandcamp. I've got Discord. I've got Blue Sky. Does anyone still use Blue Sky? Then like Spotify, and then all of these things. And every time I wanna like rebrand anything, right? Just do like a change of banner, for example. I gotta change it in every single platform individually. It's a bit of a chore to do that every time, and just like keeping up, especially with a release. Whenever there's a release, right? It's just I have to put out the release individually in every single place, except for stores, right? Stores, because that gets distributed by Symphonic automatically to everywhere. But I still have to like write in all the metadata, and I still have to like set all the release day and the ISRC codes and all that. It's just a bit of work, right? So I would like it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that I'm already thinking about the added workload of me doing it, and it's just like it's hard enough keeping up with this many platforms as it is. Adding another one, it's just maybe I could trade Twitter for Bilibili. So when Twitter goes, when my Twitter inevitably goes away, I don't know. TikTok should go as well. Not gonna lie, it's useless anyway. It depends how you view it. I wouldn't say it's useless. It's just not like, I wouldn't say poorly managed either, because it's not that it's poorly managed. They know exactly what they're doing. It's just highly enshittified. That's what I would say. Like TikTok just has a highly enshittified like vision for its platform, right? Like TikTok on PC, on a PC browser, is still dog water. It's still dog shit, dude. Like every other time I load TikTok on my PC browser, the reels won't load. I'll get an error, and then I'll hit refresh, and then I'll keep getting the same error again. So I have to actually close that browser window and then open TikTok back up on a brand new window, and then it finally loads sometimes. So it's absolute dog shit. And then on phone, well, there's the whole thing of the TikTok collects all of your personal data, and then the algorithm is scarily good at predicting you, and there's a lot of AI in TikTok. I get, like, when you open up TikTok, chances are, so I'm gonna open up TikTok right now. The first thing I see will probably be AI. I'll probably get an AI. Dude, by the way, they just announced Dune Part 3. What? Dune Part 3, hyped for that. Also, did you guys see the, like, DLSS 5? Ugh. That was my first reaction when I saw like the like side-by-side comparison of Grace in Resident Evil 9. It's like, ugh, it looks like an AI slop filter for sure. It was bad. So here's TikTok. Oh, okay. I gotta Okay, I got a good pull. I got a skybreak reel, but usually the first time you open the app that day, you get an AI ad, which you'll then have to dismiss to get to your dashboard and like get stats on all your views, which is, I think you mean Dune 3. Yeah, no, Dune the movie, Dune Part 3 the movie, not Dune 3 the plugin. I've used Dune 3 the plugin for quite a while. I am familiar with Dune 3 the plugin. I liked pre-Oracle TikTok. So you like TikTok but it's not like Oracle owns TikTok. They probably like have some sort of share, but TikTok, they're still owned by this Chinese company. I think it was called Douyin, right? And they have their own like US headquarters and all that stuff, but all that data like still goes to all these places, and it's just, I don't know, for those of us that don't want multi-billion-dollar companies to know where I'm at every single point of the day, because why the fuck do you need that information anyway? It's just, what the... ByteDance. Okay, ByteDance. So, like, Douyin is the Chinese version of TikTok. Okay, got it. So, yeah, it's just... Even though we have more AI regulation, like more data protection laws here than the US does, which is just the fucking Wild West, still, though, it's just, I like to be mindful. And I have disabled almost every permission on the TikTok app on my phone that I can think of, that even the ones that are required to function. Like, I have TikTok on a setting that I need to manually pick which videos I want TikTok to see. So TikTok can't see my gallery. It does not have access to my phone's gallery. I pick the videos that I wanted to see, so I can upload them, because TikTok doesn't need to know about the rest of my gallery, right? Howdy, hi Composer Dubs, what's up? We're just yapping off the back of a new release on Monday. What the heck? We're back? We're back to releasing music, holy crap. And someone tells me this won't be the end of it. Hi Dysphoria as well, we gotta yap more at the start of each stream. It's good for the body. It's good for attendance. It's good for everything, dude. So yeah, it's just like TikTok has its use, because I have had reels go viral there, and it definitely gets you like good attention. But it's not really the concept of TikTok that bothers me so. You know, it's the whole like data collection thing, and how they're now trying to ask for your ID and all that shit. Although that's more to do with the government than anything else. Yapping with motors is generally one of the few peaceful things in life right now, and I hope it stays that way. But yeah, just because you don't see fans from overseas doesn't mean that they're not there, right? Short form contents where I have major issues. Yeah, the problem is in the dark patterns that social media platforms employ to basically rot your brain. That's where the concept brain rot comes from. It's just the concept of like, you need a YouTube video to cook dinner, because otherwise you're too bored. You're not stimulated enough. Like, I've seen people look up, like, just, they're gonna cook dinner, but first they need to find a YouTube video, because if they don't, they can't start doing the task. What in the what the heck, dude? Pop more bubble wrap. Pop more bubble wrap in your free time. Fucking stop doing this. And fucking, like, take some bubble wrap and start popping bubbles. It's the best pastime ever. I'm overseas from your perspective. Yeah, you are. Words to live by. This man has popped bubble wrap before. This man has popped bubble wrap before. He knows what it's like to pop bubble wrap when you're bored. It's cathartic. It's therapeutic. I literally do that. I need the background noise, and if a video is short, I don't put it on. I look for longer stuff. Put on some unstable SMP stuff, Wembu or Parrot or something. Yeah, but don't you just like? I have taken on this thing. Whenever I'm driving, I have no music in the background. I just drive in silence, and I listen to the environment around me as I drive. I listen to the engine, I listen to the cars passing by, I listen to the outside world. And honestly, it's a good time. Like, I have a pretty good time just being there on my own, driving my truck into the sunset. Although I don't have a truck, I just have a regular car. But, yeah. Dude, especially when you ring it out like a web double and it all bumps at the same time. Oh my god. Yeah, but the thing is, that takes away all the fun. So like when you do this, right? It's just, you pop a lot of it at the same time, but that means the fun lasts a lot less. So what I like to do is, yeah, like do ring it out, but like take smaller chunks. So you pick a smaller chunk and you ring it out, and then you pick another smaller chunk and then you go, right? And then that lasts a long time. Just cut off a little bit to do that, and then you have the rest. This man has popped bubble wrap before. Same brain cell. Oh god. At this point, we're not even producing. This is just the Tuesday chill now. You know what? We're just gonna keep the conversation going until we just don't feel like chatting anymore. What do you think? Just the yap. You know, like I've been out all morning. I've been like replying to emails all afternoon, like after lunch. I spent a couple hours doing all this stuff, and then like I just opened the Meganova project. I have like no expectations. It's not that I don't have a plan. It's that I have no expectations for today. So just be here, hang out, have fun, right? And when we feel like it, just get to producing. Maybe make the stream a little longer by the end, like 3 hours, 30, 340, something like that. I don't know. Hi, Opal, by the way. Missed that message. Honestly, cooking for me is so fun. It's one of the few activities I do without a video playing in the background. We need to do, like, whenever... I've also started doing this thing where whenever I'm having a conversation, like, say, one-to-one with another person, and the phone is on the table, I either turn it on its, so I turn it upside down, so it's like that, and just leave it there on the table so I don't actually see the screen, or I just take it away. I just put it in my bag, and that's it, right? Like, just actually take the time to focus and listen to what the other person is saying. Instead of fucking, like, doom scrolling on TikTok while the other person's trying to tell you their whole life story. It's just, as someone with an Etsy shop, I have a huge roll of bubble wrap, and I sometimes pull off a sheet just to pop. This man knows it. This man knows it. He's a man of culture. If I ever drop by, the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking that bubble wrap. I'm taking all your bubble wrap, and I'm taking your bubble wrap here with me. We have giant rolls of bubble wrap at work. Where I used to work, we also had a lot of bubble wrap. Because we used to, because there was an office, right? So there was the main office that was here in town, but then there were other people all throughout Spain that worked remotely because they couldn't just commute here because they were like on the other side of the fucking country. So they worked remotely. So we had to ship them the computers, the work computers, and I was in charge of like wrapping up all the computers and well, first of all, like buying the PC, then assembling the parts, right? I was in charge of all that. So I assembled the PC and then I packed it all together and I just pulled this like genuinely like this big of a roll, like a fucking like 100-meter roll of bubble wrap. And whenever I had to pack a PC, I would always just cut a little slice for me to like bring to my plate, to my little place, to my little to bring to my seat, and just while I was like rendering a video for like the company social media, I would just best thing ever. Bubble popper roll in the server when. Of all the things you could be asking for, the bubble popper roll. 34 minutes passed by. Yes. Do you see me caring? Do you see me complaining? Nah. We yapping. School's been extra School's been extra stressful today. It's extra stressful today. I hope that this stream is an escape for you from that. I hope that my walking Red Bull energy hasn't come across to you and you've become more nervous, more stressed because of my sheer energy. Which in about 3 hours, if I keep this pace, in about 3 hours, it's all gonna come crashing down. I'm gonna hit the energy cliff. So I gotta like ration my energy, okay? We gotta keep it together. Streff. Change the title to Talking About Bubble Wrap, but new tune next Monday. Should we just talk about bubble wrap for 3 hours?
But the individual texture of the plastic molecules inside the bubble wrap makes it so that more air can be stored on each individual bubble. Therefore, the popping experience is much improved.
Make a free sample pack of popping bubble wrap and put it on your website. Trust me, recording bubble wrap pops is not as fun as you think it is. It's not like when... We'll flute it shortly. We'll flute the toot shortly. Okay, but the thing is, when you record it, the result is not what you think it is. Like, it sounds a certain way to you, but then you record it on the DAW, and it's just a simple transient. It's a single, very loud transient, and that's it. So, you could record a digital click, or just you doing like that, and you get more or less the same... Chill. Relax, okay? I'll get to you. Bro became Squidward. Bwop. Sorry, I don't have that sound on the board. Maybe I should. Maybe for the new soundboard, we'll have the bwomp. You know? Oh god. Oh wow! What happened there? You just transposed your your nuts fell down, huh? This thing is dying on me. Ooh. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Okay, that's all you get, because this thing isn't really coming back to life. Dude, we sell those at work, and it's so hard to not impulsively buy one. Dude, working at a bubble wrap business must be the best thing. Working just like with bubble wrap every day must be the best thing ever. Period. Better than being a music producer, better than being like CEO of the world's most successful company. Well, But still, yeah. Working at a bubble wrap business as like the company's top bubble wrapper. Dream job. Actual goal stuff. Okay. I think we've yapped. I think we have yapped. So okay. There we go. Okay, thank you for caring about my posture. Let's go. FL cometh before me. Yeah, I'm the bubble rapper. I'm the bubble rapper. Everybody calls me Parappa the rapper. I realized that I said the same word twice, which is not a good rap. Is it? Oh boy. By the way, shall we try out the new like macro pad? I have this button here that will launch the intermission track. It works. Let's go. Also, I changed the intermission track to Bejeweled Twist because it's just Majest. Oh boy. Starfield 09 looking for ways to exhaust the entire table of Procoin rewards. He's earned his points. He's gonna use the whole points. Guys, welcome back to Full Studio once again. This is Meganova. So as you can see, it is starting to take quite a bit of shape, right? We've only got this bit left, of which I plan to get at least to the second pre-drop. So I'll get there at least, I think. And then the only thing left to do would be to revamp the second half of the second drop. And then we would be onto like final touches and possibly mixing and mastering. Which, would you guys like to see Meganova mix and master live? All right. That's okay. We can stop the intermission music now. Shall we play through the Meganova? Let's go. Super, hyper, ultra. Oh yeah! Let's go! Modus. Come on! Another one! Probably should add a reverse kick there. Breakdown. Yeah. And this is the part that I might want to work on today, although I don't really have much in the way of plans for this. It's like a pre-drop. Did I say pre-drop? Second drop. That's very loud here.
Faster.
Stinks. That whole thing stinks. I have to revamp that. I have to find a better Kong. Kong. Okay. First of all, let's go for the low-hanging fruit of just, putting a reverse kick in there. Oh boy! Oh boy! I love the like in retrospect, I like this even more now than I did last week. The little reference to Supernova. Supernova. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I gotta start building in a kick roll here. Something like that. So chances are I'll just take this kick. Okay, yeah, kick roll starts here. This is second build up. Gotta make a marker there, so I'm sure. Bum 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 bum. And then I gotta start raising the tempo, so we'll go for that first. So the tempo that we're aiming towards is 165. So what we'll do is this build up will probably just be 8 bars. So I'll take this away, and what I'll do is I'll delete this. There we go. Don't need that. We can probably also delete this or bring it somewhere else that's safe from the deletion that I'm about to do here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these middle 8 bars, which have nothing on them. Well, now they do have stuff in there. But no matter, boom. And now I just... there. Whatever. Aha. Like nothing ever happened. So Meganova da da da, right? So yeah, just 8 bars. 8 bars is what I'm thinking. How many tracks do you use? Is that important? Because, well, this being the demo track for a sample pack, and I'm basically doing the whole sample pack in one project. So I've got the demo track, the arrangement for the demo track, but then I've also got all these like way messier like arrangements where I'm doing all of the sound design and like putting together a bunch of layers and doing some sound design, and just doing all sorts of weird shit, right? And then there's the main. So this is all within the same project. So there's a lot more tracks than there would normally be in a sample showcase. Will you make 3 of them? No, just one. Just one will do. I did one for Supernova, one for Hypernova, one for Ultranova. Just one will do. Just don't have him make a whole album just to showcase a sample pack. I think that's a little bit overkill. I'm not. No, I don't think I will, son. Just one is more than enough, and I'm having a lot of fun with this tune, and that's it. Okay, so we gotta make it so this tempo automation starts raising. Hi, modus, by the way. Hi, Infinite. Good to see you here. So we'll do 150, 155, 160, 165, 150, 155, 160, 165. So I'm thinking, how about we raise it by 2.5 BPM every bar? Yeah, okay, so we'll do make unique. Well, we don't actually need to. Just do this. And then we'll type in value, and this is 152.5. We copy value and paste the same value. This is going to take a while. Oh, this is so handy. I love this already. I love this macro pad already. 155. Right? Oh, gotta make sure that... Oh, okay, because this is just that one bit. But it's just a single... It's just a jump, right? There is no transition. Okay. 155, then next up would be 157.5. Whoops. 157.5. Copy and paste. And we're now at 160 here. The way I'm doing it like this, like in stairs, is because if I do a seamless, like straight line, the tempo is going to change continuously on every millisecond, and that's a lot of CPU usage. And the samples get stretched in all sorts of ways that I can't fully control, because the end times of the samples become hard to deal with. So this is just easier for both the CPU and managing the end times of samples, especially during a build-up. What timestamp you gonna pick? What do you mean timestamp? Okay, 160, 62.5. Da dee da da da. Oh, such great music. The best music to build tempo automations to. And that's the end. That's 165. That's all we need. That's the end of that. Okay. Oh, so good. All right. Yeah. You see, not much in the way of CPU usage. And well, we just... Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So we do snare kick, snare kick, snare kick, and we make the kick shorter. Yeah? Use on an audio track. Yes. Where's this? Oh, snare drop 2. Okay, got it. Where's that click? Here. And then for this, I'm actually going to do a cinematic fill. I've been thinking about this. So, like, do some taikos that do... Right? So... So, and then during the... Then we play the Meganova. So, Pepe Ganova, jump up now. It's hard to beatbox both things at the same time. Was that funk? What? Okay, I'm thinking of shortening this snare. We don't need that much of a tail here. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm thinking of pitching up the snares. Yeah, so let's just make this unique. Repeat this, right? So for every, we'll just do that. And then we also make unique this kick. So we can safely pitch it. Man, Ganova, jump up now. I'm not too sure if I should do another pre-drop here. Because after the start of drop 2, we almost immediately have these vocals. Mega Nova, jump up now. Oh. So doing the jump up now here, only for it to play like 5 seconds later again, you know. Mega Nova, jump up now. Da 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 da. And then again, Mega Nova, jump up now. That would feel a little bit redundant. So I'm thinking of just doing something like sound design wise to do the bum bum bum, right? But I haven't figured that out yet. The new intermission track thing. Oh, it's just Bejeweled Twist music. It's the title theme from Bejeweled Twist. Only the greatest gem matching game of all time. Just pure bliss. Ding dong ding ding dong. Dum 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 dum. Just so good. Modus beatbox when. Sorry, I'm no D-Lo out here. I try. Yeah, it's a little shorter there. Yeah. Oh, I'll make sure that. Okay, so now we just set this to stretch so we can raise the pitch. Actually, we don't need to set it to stretch. We can just resample them. And the samples will just get shorter. Oh, I need to do this. There you go. I might need to do this. Just make it so that the second kick, so that when in a pair of kicks, the second one is quieter. So we have an accent. And then here we have quieter, slightly louder, and then quieter again. -4/7. So we have. So we have a bit of a motion here where it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1 and the 3 are louder. There you go. It's a subtle effect, but it'll help with mixing. And it also just helps with like building motion groove. Okay, now it's snare time. So again, we just set this to resample. I should probably start labeling this kick, pitch. Yeah, and then we go snare, pitch. How about I'll layer these snares such that they're tiny little things like the kick, and then they're quieter. It's a little kick snare combo, but it's quieter. So we got a little bit of pitch going here, but more pronounced pitch. I think I'm gonna just do snares. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. So there's a bit of an echo. Bum 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 bum. Right? And then these I almost forgot. These have to be filtered. So I'm gonna filter these. You know, they're gonna be pretty heavily low pass. Why is modus changed to modus now? That happened a long time ago. That happened a very long time ago. It didn't used to be caps. It used to be caps with a dot. So all caps modus, then dot. Then I changed it to modus all caps, music with the capital M. Modus, music. The modus was all caps, the music had the capital M. That was stupid. So I then changed it to just modus, all caps. And then I realized that was also stupid. But I couldn't just rename it to modus with a capital M because there were already people with modus with a capital M. So I just did modus lowercase with a dot. So I brought back the dot, but I made it lowercase. So it's just like the like lo-fi names. And then I realized the dot was also stupid, so I took away the dot. And now it's just modus all lowercase. Just all in the name of brand cleanness. All in the name of brand clarity. Thinking maybe we should raise the tempo a little faster. Get to 165 sooner. Like, get to 165 by this point. So instead of 160 here, get to 165 already. So yeah, let's do some more Bejeweled Twistin'. We pretty much have to delete this whole thing now. Let's start over. So every 2 beats now, we'll be raising the tempo. Da ding dun ding dong dong dong. Dong dong dong. Ding ding dong ding. Dong ding. Da dee da dong. Okay, 155. $57.5. Then again here. Because I'm not arriving at this last bit of the build-up with enough motion, with enough speed, right? It's still kind of arriving a little dubsteppy. I wanted to already arrive at a more like I still want that part of the build-up to sound closer to DMB than to dubstep. That's the thing. 162.5, and there we go. By bar 98 we reach 165, the big fiver, and there we go. And that's the tempo automation there. You can get away with higher tempo changes the faster it gets, since it's more granular. I mean, yeah, sure, but it also becomes harder to mix. Like try mixing 200 BPM with like try shaping the sub bass sidechain to the kick at 200 BPM. You just don't have enough time, so it just becomes exponentially harder, you know. Yeah. There you go. So now we arrive at this last bit of the build up with the snares. No, 400 BPM or nothing. Meganova. Dun, dun, dun. The snare I'm also gonna where is it? Filter. 400 is close enough to 800. Extra tone section 1. Just fucking record myself doing and then just make that the drop. Fucking God damn it. Shall we do the taikos now, since we're on the topic of percussion? So, yeah, let's just build the whole percussion thing, and then we can figure out the actual sound design. I should probably take more care of my vocal cords. Okay, so let's take damage 2, yeah, and we can make this into a sample for the pack. No worries, no problemo. How'd you get the alias yourself when you were still? So when did I come up with the name modus? Yeah, I was the year was 2014. That's when I started with modus, and I just thought of, hey, I like doing things in a certain way. Here's my modus operandi. Modus. Oh my god, that's where the name came from. This is not really a whole thing with a backstory and like lots of lore behind it. It was just like that. It was just like 5 minutes of thinking. 5 minutes later, I had a name. I unironically listened to that on my way to work. No, you fucking wouldn't. No, you fucking wouldn't, because then you'd have a car accident somewhere. Just imagine on your commute to work. Well, that implies that you're the one driving, because if you're like, say, at the metro, then it doesn't. You know, then it's all the same to you. If you go like. If you use a train to get to work, but a hardstyle and extra tone are two very different things. Hardstyle is like very like festival friendly, kung 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 kung. It's still a very safe BPM. It's like 150, maybe even 160 sometimes. Yeah, they're really not the same thing. Any plan? Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. Nice try, though. Oh, like that. 1, 2, 3. But it has to be at 165. Can I just... There you go. That's a good hit. And then, yeah, some high, mid, low tom motion. Dun dun dun. There you go. It's subtle, but it's there. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move some of these triggers around, so we get slightly different timings, right? It's gonna give it a more human, like less on the dot feel, you know. Unicorn and Keta was my top artist on Spotify last year. Oh my god. You did what? What? I did what? I humanized the taikos. What did you... What? What did I say? Did I say something that? Taiko, second build up. Bam, bam, bam. And that's how you confuse a Pablo. Okay. Here's the thing. You are like when it comes to that sort of thing, you can only fool me once. After that, I'm set for life. So those types of jokes only work on me once. That's meaty. I'm gonna try using an LA2A on this, cause why the fuck not? La La Land. Okay. Oh. It's a bit of crush in there. I like that. Okay. La La Land. It's literally just the Duke Nukem meme drums. Is it? I've never played Duke Nukem, so sorry. It's a little bit out of my my age. Duke Nukem was a little bit earlier. What's the Duke Nukem meme drums? Duke Nukem meme music. Is it this? Okay, I see what you mean. Bub bub bub. Okay. You ever played Duke Nukem? Yeah, I've never played Duke Nukem. But you've never played Panzer Dragoon Saga for the Sega Saturn? Color me shocked. I mean, I'm sorry for having a different childhood. Oh. I'm sorry I had a different childhood than yours. I like that crash. Okay, fair. I'm just saying. Oh, I probably want to add a snare because I want a little bit more high in texture. No, not that. But this we could add probably. Not that. Okay. So we'll tweak the velocities a little. And then the last one with more punch. Pretty meaty. But okay, you're an adult now, so you should play Duke Nukem sometime. Just saying. Dude, I have this thing with games that I'm not the kind of person that likes to keep trying new games. I just have my little list of 3-4 games that I keep coming back to, and that's all I'll ever play. You know? Okay, that's pretty meaty. How about a roll before? That's too little. I use Flu Studio, but only inside of Minecraft. I use a 1 hertz redstone CPU, and then I run FL Studio on that. Where's the snare? Oh, cause I picked the roll instead of the actual snare. Okay. There was a snappier snare, right? That one. Oh, that's good. That's meaty. Meaty. Okay, let's go. I think that's a roll now. Yes, buddy. Trim site noise, and then we... And then we just do the Mega Nova. And we just do a little automation. Like so. So we focus on the transients a little more. Okay, maybe not that much. That's good. I like that. Whoop. Just a bit of a smoother curve. June Part 3, Bald Man. Man, you're that far behind in the stream. You know, though, with no blocks, Minecraft is technically a viable minimalist DAW. Yeah. Too bad you can only make, like, one type of sound. There's not much in the way of sound design for Minecraft, though, is it? Micah Tarinka, what do you mean stream sucks? Get over here and do it yourself. Huh? You get over here and you do it yourself. And you tell me. I'm sorry if my stream doesn't look like the fucking, like, news. What's that clip? Oh, it's the... Okay. It's this, right? Yeah, I gotta filter that as well. Or maybe just not do it at all. How about that? Okay. Whoop. Sorry, dude, my bad. No, I mean, if that's what you genuinely think, don't let me, like, stifle your opinion. I'm not one of those people. I'm not the president of the United States going around like pissing on other people's opinions. It is actual free speech around here. It's just that mere random. Well, YouTube recommended this stream to you for a reason. I'm just saying. Vine Boom probably wasn't the most appropriate sound there, but... So it's like that scene in the... I think it was Matrix Reloaded, when the Oracle tells Neo, yeah, no, you're not here to make that choice. You've already made that choice. You're here to try to understand that choice. So you're here to try to understand why YouTube recommended this stream to you. It's good to have you here. It's just that, you know, when we're like doing build-ups, there's always a more boring part, which is, you know, the process. Like when it comes to streaming, the process maybe is not the most like fun, like engaging content to watch. you know, but it has to be done, and I have to show it to you people because it's important. Because without the process, you guys can't hear my music. I just saw you doing nothing so far. Well, nothing, really? You call this nothing? It's just, you know, sometimes when I'm not so inspired, I tend to like yap a little more. Let's get to some hats. I don't have much in the way of hats here, do I? I do have some hats here. It's just Meganova's not the richest song hats-wise. Not there. I want this part. Should I do that here? Play something? Like something that's actually done, you know? This is what happens when you do the boring stuff first. I'm drunk. Well, but you know what they say with, like, I can't relate because I've never been drunk, but you know what they say with drunk people is that they're the most honest people. Like, drunk people, like, when you're drunk, you tell nothing but the truth, you know? Yeah. To get here, because this entire song we've made on stream, there has not been a single part of this song that I haven't done on stream. So you can go back multiple weeks. Every Tuesday, I'm doing some part of this song for the past, like, what, 4 months now? 3-4 months? And if we've been able to get here, it's through boring sound design streams, and now we're getting to something that can actually be played live. So, you know, no need to be so apologetic. You know, we're just out here chilling, talking, you know. Don't sweat it, bro. Even though you are probably sweating more than normal because you are drunk. But that was a roast and a half. Yo! But you're just like not, you know, not literally, like figuratively, you know. Don't sweat it, bro. You're from the sound. Yeah, it's just that sometimes the process of getting to the sound is maybe not the most visual thing in the world, you know. Okay, I'm thinking the volume of these hats probably has to come down. Yeah, so just start raising it a little bit as we go here. And do a reverse snare here, I'm thinking. Whoa! That was a whip and a half. That actually sounded kind of fire, but I don't want to use the transient here because that's messy. But I will use that noise part though. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is why it's happening, because of the automation. Who was the guy that said making music wasn't fun anymore? The Suno CEO? Pfft. Every stream we prove him wrong. it's not funny. It's not fun making music anymore. I think the majority of people don't enjoy the majority of the time they spend making music. What is this for, though? It's a build-up. We're trying to get to this drop. Well, you know, to get to this drop, we first have to build up to it. You know, like, to get to this drop, we need a build up first. Build some anticipation. As for the actual purpose of the song, it's a demo track for a sample pack I'm putting out later this year. So the prompt per se of the song is I have to do it using only samples from my next pack. Then again, it's not like everything you release has to have a material purpose, right? You can just make music and like put it out for fun. There doesn't have to be a why, right? It's just you do it and you put it out and you share it with the world, and that's the most authentic thing you can do, you know. It doesn't always have to be a material purpose to this. Oh, I'm doing it because I'm going to make millions with this. But that's a very like, what's it called? Reductionary mindset? Very limiting mindset? Just when you just do stuff for the vibes, that's when you're at your most authentic and when you can make the purest form of your music, you know? This clap, bro. I just... Nah, that takes away quite a bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, what else can we put in here? Maybe we can add some of those Foley fillers from the drop. No. Nope. Doesn't fit. Let's try the hat loop from the first drop. Okay, for this we do have to switch it to stretch mode. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about the sidechain triggers. So I'm not sidechaining anything. Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Dun. I promise, it'll all make so much more sense when it's actually done. It's just, I have the thing here. I need to... But last I checked, I don't have the, like, neural implant that will allow me to just... you know, so I have to use my hands and my mouse and my keyboard to put it there. You rule not now. You rule. I'm going to know you. No, not that. Just claps, applause. No, you rule. You're all breathtaking. What's this idea that I had here? No, because that would require more than 8 bars. So 8 bars is it would just be like a purely functional build up. but there is a melody here. Da 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 da, right? So this is an old idea I had for the breakdown. But if I do this here, it kind of implies I'm setting up a new theme. I'm setting up a new motif, and that would require more than 8 bars. So I'm just going to go off of what I had here. Okay, so we have some supersaw here, right? Yeah, okay, so let's keep building off of the supersaws. We have another automation here, right? Yeah. And then maybe switch to F halfway through. Bum 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 bum. Jump up now. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. So so do a fifth, do a dominant with the fundamental somewhere in there. Okay, so no. Honestly thinking of just carrying the whole chord. Just carrying the whole B flat major through this. And just cut out the bass so we can do something similar to what we did for the first build-up, which is we high pass the whole thing and then the choir comes through and then the sub drop. Oh yeah, so we can repeat the thing from build-up 1. Oh, that's not faded out. So we can repeat the thing where you add the choir and the sub drop. Let's try that. Let's try that. So we reprise the choir and we reprise the sub drop. Take it back here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Too many notes in that chord. Thought process. Okay, do sub drop for the whole of this. Extend the sub drop to both bars, to 2 bars. So the sub drop is going to be the thing that carries the bass notes from B flat down to F for the pre-drop. Bum bum bum, mega nova, dun dun dun, right? Yeah. So have it be that the sub bass here will be a B flat. Okay. I'm gonna try that. I should probably extend this a little more because it's a little short. It's not long enough. I have to pitch it up. So set to stretch. Should probably reprise more elements from the first build-up as well. Recover the siren. Links to my social media are in the description of this stream. So you can scroll down to the description and you open it up and you get all of the links. My website, Spotify, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, all the cool little things. I'm putting out a new single this Monday, by the way. Collab with an Emmy-winning artist, Spies. I'm drunk. I can see that. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. But I don't want to start building up from F, from the fundamental, from the root note. Because then it's just, because the whole of the second drop is an F. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. So I want to do something different here so that the pre-drop has that little like shock factor of changing the chord. Dun 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 dun. Okay, let's try the original idea. So do. Dun dun dun. Yeah, just fine. Nah, dun. We also probably have to change how we approach this filter on the sauce. No, that has to be longer. Something like that, yeah. Hello, Axel Smith. Good to see you around here. We're just cooking some tunes. Ooh, brother, ooh. Okay, I gotta do something to this. I gotta do something to this crash. I'm just gonna open up a new track here. It'll be crash bandpass. And you're gonna see where I'm going with this, right? Just do a filter here that's just a bandpass. Bandpass. Some. Why is it so quiet? Okay, that's the plan. Maybe not this. And then what's this? I think it's gonna work better with this crash actually. And then say crash 3 for the big reverse crash reveal thing, hype builder, and Mega Nova, jump up now. Yeah. Small problem that the whole end time of the sample changes with the tempo. I'm gonna just do a little thing here where it stretches. Okay, about that. Okay, and then the EQ needs a little bit of a... And once it gets down there, it just dies for some reason. Okay, we link this to crash, then we link this to... Okay, it's already linked. It's already all done for us, because we did the routing beforehand. Cool stuff! This high end, though. Someone's gonna kill me with this. Crash, second build up reverse. I gotta EQ this separately. The high end is pretty bad here. Or at least for the purposes of this. Yeah, because this is meant for more for like downlifting, like, right, like going down. But when it goes up, the high end builds up instead of winding down. So that all gets more intense. Just a little bit more 10K, but okay, that's pretty smooth. Actually, this has an EQ of its own, yeah? Okay. So let's send this to its own thing. I think I know what's happening with the bandpass crash. It's so loud at the beginning, but then as it goes down, it just gets like neutered completely. Pretty much. It's just with OTT at 100%, no matter what the volume is, it'll always sound the same loudness. It's just that aggressive. It's that aggressive. There you go. Ding down, ding down, down, ba ba ba. I'm still adding. Yes, taste the process. Trust the process. I've been working on this for at least 3 trillion years. 72 hours and 27 minutes is the total project time. So the equivalent of 3 full days, 24/7, without Eating, sleeping, or pissing. Shit takes work, dude. Okay, what else? What else? Maybe we can start teasing some things from here. Okay, not so fast. Do we have chords from earlier on in the song? Da, dee, da, 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 da. We can probably use the orchestra. Let's try this. If only voice crack. If only we take a look at the orchestra again. It was here, General Playground, right? Now I have to find the. Oh, brother. Oh, here, found it. it's a big project, all right? I just have to revisit this and go back to the. Why is there a huge hyperchorus in here? That has to go because that hints at the bass being an F. What else? No? That has to go. I'm going to record that on its own and just loop it over. Da, dee, da. How do you mix and master this 3 to 4D? So like 3.5D, huh? We're in uncharted territory now, guys. Why is this? Oh, because the effects are off. Okay. That's something. So how do you mix and master talent? There you go. Okay. Not such a bad idea. So now we need to make this all the same loudness. I still feel like there's a bit of a crescendo. We kind of have to flatten that crescendo for the build up. Probably this also plays a bit of a role. The men's choir. Now this part is louder. Doesn't need to be. That's about as balanced as I'm gonna get it, so. Okay. Yeah, that seems a little bit more, you know, not so, but my descriptions are beyond your understanding. And ow, there's a pop. Oh, ooh. Okay, it's gone. Most annoying metronome sound on earth. Much better. Okay, so this is 150, yeah? And just, you know, click that in. Oh, yeah, I've still gotta raise that by a bit. What the heck? Oh, gotta make this stretch probably. This is probably it. And then this. Actually, I think the horns might be getting in the way. Yeah, I think the horns might be getting in the way this time. The horns were only cool the first time. It was only cool the first time, bro. So, okay, now take this here. Oh, there. The transition here happens a little late, so it's compensated for that. Bum, dum, 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 bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's focus on this first. We just need a sub bass. Oh, sub, big fat sub. And I have to edit this somehow. All right, take this here. Track 254. Officially, we're officially over half of the new 500 track limit on FL Studio. All right. All right, thank you, Micah Tarinka. That definitely reads like you're drunk, though. So yeah, definitely just stay safe out there, man. And music is the only truth. And and your soul will ascend into the ether and the shapes and fractals that you see when you go down this tunnel of greatness. I don't know, I'm yapping, but okay. Where are you from? I'm in Spain. English is not even my first language, but I guess I got pretty good at it. Let's open it up. We detune this and then undetune it and then retune it. So what would the opposite of detune be? Undetune or retune? There's a thinking question for all you. Ooh. What if instead of adjusting the mix, I adjust the modulation? Okay, that can work. And then quickly undoing the that too. Yeah, what I will say, being drunk can be absolutely a blast sometimes. It's not always a demon it's made out to be. I mean, it depends. It like there's a threshold after which you can't remember what happened last night when you get drunk. That's not a threshold. So I like to be in the moment, be present, and I like to know what happens around me. I like to be aware of my surroundings. I like to be able to remember what happened last night. So I've never drank a drop of alcohol. I don't really intend to. Honestly, no. Just close this out further. Don't even automate this. Delete initial value. I'm not even gonna use the hyperchorus. Everyone has different tolerances too, but you usually won't be able to get you blackout drunk. I said I respect your decision not to drink. It's not for everyone. What if I reverb a little bit? Where is the automation here? Oh, here. Right. I think I should do da dee da da on the supersauce as well. Dun dun dee. Da dee da da. Yeah, so there's another line down here going da dee da da. And how about we just try doing more lines down here? Just da dum da dum. Dun, dun. The F being octaved though, not really. Oh, this? The sound of the supersaw? It's just what happens when you line up all of the faces of the detune when you don't randomize the faces. So take a serum, right? You build your basic super saw, right? But then there's this parameter called randomize. And when you turn it all the way down, the phases of every single voice, of all of those, like each little like stick is a voice. And when all of those faces are aligned, they all cancel out in cool little ways, and it produces this comb filtery thing. And the more you detune it, the harsher the effect is, and the lower you go, you can get meaty. It's almost like a shepherd note. Na da 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 da. See, it's like overlapping. It's almost like a shepherd note. How about that twinkle thing at the end of the phrase? Oh. Oh, this? This, I think it was, what was it? I think it was a big crushed sine wave. Big crushed sine wave with a spectral gate and probably some delay. Or it might have been a Dune 3 preset that was pretty close to a sine wave. Yeah, I think it was a Dune 3 preset that sounded pretty close to a sine wave. No, not this, but there was this preset in Dune 3 that sounded pretty close to a sine wave, but it had this little delay that was a little randomized each time. So each time I played through that phrase, it produced slightly different delays. So I recorded this for a bunch. And I got many different variations, but I just stuck with this one. Right? And then I just like spectral gated it. And detuned it a bunch and big crushed it and then did the crowd chamber and then the EQ and just, yeah. It sounds pretty similar to what I have at the beginning of the ID showcase. You know, the how do you create something out of nothing? Right? You've seen that, right? Here. SoundCloud. Whenever you want. There you go.
How do you create something out of nothing?
Right?
Intervening.
By the way, that's part of a song that's coming out. That tiny is one of the signature sounds of a song that's coming out this year. And by this year, I mean sooner rather than later. I'm torn on what to do here, honestly. Da 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 da. Okay, that sounds like something I could do here.
Meet modus.
There's something going on here where the sidechain hits earlier for some reason. And like everything goes mute. Oh, well. That fucking explains it. That explains it. And now I remember Do exists in Doctor Who. I can play a whole song so far. Weren't you gonna go? I guess YouTube did recommend you the right stream after all, huh? Let's go. Sure, why not?
Super. Hyper. Ultra.
This type of music must be great when drunk. Just wait for post-MIP then, Dysphoria. That's gotta be great.
Meet modus. Figure out that transition. Doesn't really fit with the da 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 da. See if we can fit in some fillers somewhere. Not really. This is more playthrough. Two things. One, it just kind of breaks the flow of my work. So when I'm working, I just gotta stop what I'm doing, like cut the flow and then do that. Doesn't really feel right to me. And then second, every playthrough takes a while. So, you know, it's just time that I could be working. What? Gotta set this to stretch. Whoop. I'm gonna do a little band pass here. Oh, there already is a band pass. How convenient. How quaint. Okay. A little subtle layer in there. More volume though. Okay. Let's just try reversing the order of the arps in here. Ding, ding, dun, dun, dun. So just bam, bump, bing, bump. You know? Boom. I know, it needs something. I'm just trying to figure it out. Yes, there's a tempo change. Hi, Planet Earth, by the way. Just I need to figure it out. I need a moment. You got this, bro. I know, it's just it needs time. Is there can we use the disperse sauce here? Maybe we can use the harmonics from this. Damn, that's 10 semitones, right? They call me the frequency fiend. My precision is unmatched. Yeah. Okay, let's try muting that bass and bringing this in. I could bring a little sauce to the low end. Whoa, but don't offset my little bass. Don't offset my little bass. Yeah, small. Yeah. That turned turned very German. That turned out very German for some reason. Boy. Oh boy. Okay, this stretch will do. It's just sub bass. Sub bass usually tends to fare better with a stretch. But we go to low B flat. With this many harmonics, surely we can pull it off. Surely we can pull it off with this many harmonics. Ah, that's a lot of rumble down there. No, but we can do better. We can do better if we undo the stretch. What the heck? But that's not the right pitch. What the heck? For the studio. There you go. Okay, now we set this to stretch. Because there's a lot of rumble at the beginning there. Wumble, 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 wumble. Does that work? Does that work? I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna high pass this midway through. So have a couple hits of the low B flat with the full low end, then slightly just get that low end out. So it doesn't stay for the whole thing, which yeah, it does get a little bit overwhelming. We have this little utility here by our friend One and Online. Look at that. So why is this not in the... Oh, it is. Oh, I see. Okay. So this... we have to put in the... Okay, I have to make a separate utility for the no instruments thing. Playing Pokemon Leaf Green in German right now. It's kind of trippy, but I'm also playing Fire Red in Spanish. Rojo Fuego. Aha. Enjoy. I've never played Rojo Fuego, not even in Spanish, so I wouldn't know. Like, I know it exists, and I know it's in Kanto, and I know it's got some content that wasn't in the original Gen 1, but I've never played it, like actually played it. The only experience I've had of Kanto is Let's Go Eevee, and then Heart Gold. But like that's like a Kanto post game, right? But like the real like just game set in Kanto from the beginning. Let's Go Eevee is probably the only one I've played. I'm gonna link this automation to the other one. So the same automation is going to control both utilities. Okay, we got that, but now just we need something else. I'm missing something in here. Probably lots of harmonics from a D-pad. So let's reinstate this, but take away the sub. Mm-hmm. And dun dun. So we have that tiny little hint of F in there. Okay. Mastering Shane, I don't have much in the way of mastering at the moment. This is just the production project, so I've only got a high pass for the sides, for the side signal on the low end, right? So just anything around 90 hertz and below is gonna be mono. I've got the a pretty balance, which is just like a volume utility, and then the limiter. But then again, this is just like a quick and dirty limiter maximizing thing, right? Just to help me like get an idea for how this would sound like once it's gone through a limiter. But this is going to get much cleaner. This mixing is rough, but then again, I'm not trying to mix here. I'm just trying to like put it all down there, and then when it's all down there, I'll like all stem it out, and then that's where the like real cleanup stage. No, I don't feel like the sub is rumbly. There's lots of harmonics. It's very rich, but that's just how it is. Oh, I like that F. Dun, dun, dun. Now we need something else to bridge that gap, because yeah, the sub is pretty loud in comparison to the super saws, but it feels that way because there's nothing in between. I'm gonna open up the filter on the D-pad. Harmonics. Yeah, I'm gonna open this up. Last tweaked. We got a Little Vasti, we'll do that in not very long actually, because like we just played it, like we just played through the whole thing like half an hour ago. So I'll like finish working on this section, and when we're through the like 3 hour mark, what I can play is starting at the breakdown, for example. You can see what we're going from and to. Gotta work out that transition. It's a little bit too loud here, the loop. More hats. Now I realize the hats might be a little quiet. Why is one at 9.9 and one at 9.4? What is that? Ding dong dong. Let's do some rides from. Well, we had a ride, right? I had a ride here. Ugh, it's not much of a ride. Well, I mean, it is a ride, just not for this. But there was another ride here, ride 02. And it's not showing up in the browser. I'm not sure why. Oh, because it's just not there. So where is it then? I haven't even put it in the pack yet. So it's somewhere in my sliced audio folder, but I haven't put it in the pack yet. Where was the right that didn't suck? It's this one. We 100% synthesized that ride. That's not a sample. That's an actual synthesis. Don't believe me? I'm pretty sure I've got the patch. User. It's called the right that didn't suck, right? Is it here? Meganova ARP crash impact. Where is it? Did I not save it? Bass, oats, kick, snare. Yeah, a moment. Mix for two presets. User. Either I'm blind or which I mean could be. I have a crash, I have the impact, I have the kick, I have the snare in patches. So I have all patches for this, you know? I got patches for that, but where's the ride? Oh, it might have been Vital. Was it Vital? Because I remember I used some random amp and inharmonic stuff from Vital. This might have been Vital. Yeah, it's Vital. Well, that's the source. And from here, you process it a bunch, and then this comes out the other side. I'm not even gonna try to explain it. So we were at second build up. All right, here we go. Okay. We're gonna need to reverb that a bunch because that's pretty dry. It's pretty lonely in there. Have I? Oh no, okay. It's just that way. So, ride reverb. Just a little more, you know? Just the bare minimum more to like ring up. Just a little more. I think I'm gonna move this later. Okay, more stuffs. EQ, I don't think I need to EQ that ride. Don't agree with you there. What I wanted is to just make the ride longer, not clean it up. It's not what I needed to do. It's not what I wanted to do. It just had a little bit more ring. Yeah, like I said, I'm not too fussed about the mix right now. It's gonna get better. Like, this is gonna go through a whole pass, through a whole mixing pass again with stems. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm gonna add another Pro R. I'm gonna add shorter one, so a bit like room reverb. Yeah, so it's just a little bit more spacious. There you go. A little better. But now I gotta take into account that this is now in there. The same Reese we used for the pre-drop now is now going through all these effects. So it's on this position, it's on this position, and now create automation. Yes. Actually, no. Have it start on 0. The better way to start that. And it's on this position now. Create automation, and now link to controller. I have so many automations. It's gonna be off for the pre-drop, and then that same automation, I'm gonna take that to the second build up, and on the bit where I want the reverb, just turn it on a little before that, and as soon as it turns off, just bring it back down. So the Pro Rs turn on. Done, just get them out. I don't think there's any clashing, to be honest, because I need more layers. I need this to be even fuller. I think there was a layer here in Ultranova. Was it Galactic Slap or Galactic Spank? I think it was Slap. I think it was Galactic Slap. Now bring this somewhere far out in the mix. Instruments. Those names. Great. My creativity cannot be stopped. I am a menace. This reverb is going into instruments, no effects. Yeah. Overall, it's dope, but when you get to mix, it'll get muddy EQ. It won't get any muddier than this. Plus, brother, have you checked out the loudness meter? Like, this is the muddiest it's going to be. Because the mix is only going to get better. Oh, and come on, FL, give me more than 3 FPS on the rapper, bro. We're already like going on -5, -4. It's just, we're good. We're good. Don't sweat it for now. I have done this enough times to know what I'm doing, okay? And I'm gonna be sectioning this quite a bit more heavily. If I make this stretch, will it sound weird? Okay. Just cut those up to make sure that on each tempo change they're timed to the right amount on the grid, so they don't leak into the next beat, you see. Dealing with tempo changes is hard because of this. Like the end times of the samples will just move all over the place in those. It's a nightmare. Timing everything. Now we got so many harmonics. You're gonna hear this low B flat even on your phone. No meteor bass has ever been uttered by a speaker. Just imagine if I didn't cut the sub. Where'd the tempo automation go? Did I accidentally delete it? What happened? Where'd it go? Ah! This? Yes, it's this. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, there's another. And there we go. Bro. Okay. This is starting to go places. Oh, we already had an automation. Okay, cool. Let's go for that. You know, a little bit more resonance. I honestly think it might just be the cinema part. Gotta be louder. That's too much. Bum, bum. So we got a 1, 2, you know? Da. There it is. There's the F in there. If I now pitch this down a little more. Da da dee da 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 dee da. Timpanis? Bum bum. Like halfway through. Bum bum. Surely. I can't be the only one who. I'm gonna have to pop off now. No worries. Hope to see you around more. It's a great community. Alright, let's go. I have a good one. Don't overthink it. No, but I genuinely think it's a good idea. Wow, that came out very XQC, huh? Government. I genuinely think it's a good idea. Okay. Do I have timpanis? I do. I have an impact that has a timpani in it, right? Impact. That. No. Okay, that's too much. Okay. Oh no, impacts go down. Impacts go around here. What are all these tracks for? Welcome to automation hell. Automation purgatory. There's nothing in there, right? I can just delete these tracks. Wasn't there this... There was this sound that old modus used to use. That was this, like, kind of white noise movement up. Right? Right? And I think it was in Tweak the Modus from, like, 10 years ago. Old song warning. Ancient song warning.
Get the most powerful energy.
Fucking text to speech from 2015.
We will do everything in our hands.
See that? That's kind of what I want to get at. But, I mean, this song is so old. I don't even remember what that sample is. I'm pretty sure I'm just better off remaking that sample myself. Pretty sure it's just either a bandpass white noise kind of thing, and then you mono it because it's quite mono, or tape stop white noise, and then you reverse it so it's tape start white noise. Okay, let's try that out. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to generate a bunch of white noise, okay? I have this plugin called M Noise Generator. White noise incoming. Oh, where is it? Why is it not playing? Why is it? Why is there silence? Hello? Why is there complete silence? Hello? Did the audio engine just crash? I think the audio engine just fucking did a thing. Oh? Okay. So why wait till I change the arrangements then? Okay. Well, I did warn you guys about the white noise. So at least you were not completely unprepared, right? Let's switch this to pink noise. It's a little bit more pleasant. It's a little flatter. Right, here goes. That should be more than enough. Okay. FL did a thing. FL did what we call a Fruity Loop. wrong sound. There you go. A Fruit Loop. No. There. Monkey flip. See that? Now, what if I low pass a little bit of the white noise? Okay. Up the resonance. Too much. A little better. A little better, yeah. Well, I don't know what I was expecting, adding pogo to white noise. Well, pink noise of all things, but... Let's just do that. Tape stop on master. I mean, I'm just going to bounce this one effect, so I'm going to delete it later anyway. There it is. Now, we delete the tapes. Sorry. We delete the tape stop and the Edison. I reverse this. So it's just... See, we're already pretty close. And it probably had a distortion of some kind. And a little bit more boobiness. Not so much 2K. Let's cut the lows because that's rubbish. See, we're already pretty close, and now we mono this. Or at least get pretty close. And I'm going to automate this peak bell down. See? Now we stretch this and... Okay, maybe make it a little bit more extreme. But further up. Make it faster. It's too much. I'm gonna automate that up now. Well, Do you have any RAM free? Well, last I checked, RAM's not free. But yeah, I have available RAM. I bought RAM before it was cool. I am using 48% of my RAM, so not even half. I've got 64 gigs. I'm good. I bought my RAM in 2023, so before the whole AI data center fiasco thing happened. So yeah, I bought RAM before it was cool. Is this the new tune that was previewed yesterday? No, this is Meganova. What do you mean? I'm still working on a track. I'm teasing for release. What do you mean? Oh, I teased it, but it's not even done yet. Oh, this is Meganova. Yeah, because we're working on a section that we had nothing of before. We didn't have anything for the second build-up, so it sounds totally new. But yeah, the thing that yesterday's teaser, no, it's not this. That has been done for over a month now. What in the CPU buffer shenanigans? Why is it doing that? What kind of sorcery do I have going on in my computer? In my pewter? In my Windows 95 pewter. Oh, okay. I think I know what it is. I still have the buffer size from Feedback Hour last Saturday. So it's half the size it should be. So I'm probably underrunning more than I should be. I mean, it still held up pretty well until that moment. That should not be happening, but I mean, a lot of things that shouldn't be happening. Yes, we do feedback on Saturdays. Maybe you can hang out with us. Oh my god, he's drunk to the fucking... He's drunk. Like, every last hair of every last, like, hair of his is drunk. Whatever, bro. They've had a sim since I joined. This stream, this stream makes people want to quit drinking. Well, we can add that to the CV for to the curriculum for Modus Live. Features like the advantages of watching Modus Live every week. You quit drinking. What the heck? Modus Live makes you want to quit drinking. Something tells me I need a little more rumble, more going into that start of the build-up. You'll be so invested in the stream that it eliminates the need for yeah, it's just the what's the thing that alcohol inhibits? Or you like Modus Live is the perfect replacement for ethanol. Oh yeah. The missing frecuencia. Remixando tu cerebro. Something else here. Something tells me I'm gonna switch these saws to these ones without the random face thing. Or is there a rogue note in there? Tool/tweaked. I have to assign this to a macro first, like with Serum effects. God damn it. This wasn't a problem with Serum 1, by the way. Is there an automation for this already? Oh, because of the reverb, right? That's the key. Left that be in. Little jump scare. Does this mean you have to make a separate automation for that, or no? What I the thing is, I need to first assign. So within Serum, where is it? Meganova, Supersaw, no Supersaw sound. Yeah, here. Instead of automating this directly, I have to link it to a macro, and then I have to go last tweaked automation clip on that macro. So I have to move this macro and then go tools last tweaked automation clip from that macro instead of here. On Serum 1, I could just move this and go last tweaked automation from this directly. I think I'm gonna try the idea again. Ding dong, 6 semitones, and then dum. This is 5. Where's the automation for the choir thing, for the cinema thing? This thing. Oh, okay, because I didn't automate the first one in the end. The first band in the end. Okay, so let's redo that. Oh, this is routed nowhere. That has to change. Oh, see, now it fits a lot better, I think. Dun, 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 dun. Now I think it's gonna work better. I know. I'm just obsessing over like micro tuning. Oh, this is also not sent anywhere. Comp filter jump up breeze high passed. Why is this not sent to even just a simple sidechain thing? There you go. Supersaws have to change as well because those are also locked in to be flat now. Ding dong dong dong. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, what? I still think it needs a little bit more support, like a piano bass or something. Dun 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 dun. You know, fully leaning into the Ultranova motif from 2022. Why is this one so quiet now? What the heck? This ride is in the wrong place. Oh, because it was going into hats 2 before, right? Yeah. Oh. Just do that. Could a bell like that work instead of a piano? I don't know. Thing is, I've already used the bell before, and I don't want it to feel redundant. So I might do the same note movement just with a different instrument, or maybe on the bass now instead of the bells. So the bell before makes the song feel like a carnival. Sheer tone shifts in the song are wild. Yeah, it's just like, you know. What's it called in English? In Spanish, it's tío vivo, like the thing that's the circular like attraction that moves, and they're like roundabout? No. Roundabout? Is it? Like, the movie was called The Magic Roundabout, and in Spanish it was Tío Vivo Mágico. But Tío Vivo English, merry-go-round. Okay, merry-go-round. Okay, in British English it is roundabout. In U.S. English it's carousel. Okay, so both of them are right. And then there's a term for both dialects, which is merry-go-round. So yeah, it's like a merry-go-round where it turns on, but then it goes, but then it like malfunctions and like starts spinning at ludicrous speeds and like throws you off. That's what Mega Nova feels like, bro. Thing is, I already did it with the piano in Ultranova, and I don't want to repeat that. The merry-go-round fucking protocols itself before becoming a little silly dud. It's spinning out of control. This automation should probably be higher up since it affects everything. I don't like the way it recovers so quickly after that. I am streaming, but I don't care. You see me caring? What matters is that I get the work done. At least to me. Like yeah, like being very performative about it. It's just not. Just like it's like I have to keep half of my brain power towards the FL Studio, and then the other half on like being performative and all that stuff. It's like, bro, if you're interested, you'll watch it. If not, just like go doom scroll on TikTok or something. Like, if you're not entertained enough, just fucking, it's okay. Like Fridays and Saturdays are the more performative. just wait till you see the Saturday shows. Holy fuck. I am here. It's just I choose to share my process with the world. It's not like I'm here for the clicks or the views or the money or the cash. Although it's nice, but it's not what I am first and foremost. Like I'm not a streamer first and foremost. I'm an artist, and it's just like being performative about it. Like the process of production just isn't really my jam. I'm just here to share my process with the world, and maybe like teach you something. Right, it's gotta be louder now. Oh, okay. I feel that now. I'm not sure what to do there. Boys and girls and dudes and dudettes. I mean, I guess I could do that. Maybe do like a pitch shift. What's this I did on October 2025? Oh. This is from an unreleased song back in the day. No, I'm gonna keep this because I gotta make it unique first, and then just do 13. So an octave is one down. Ah. Holy click. Holy click times 2. Okay. Hmm. Ooh, bro. Let's do octave instead. Does this even fit into the song? I don't know. It sounds like something completely different. I know. I'm just trying stuff out. There's a chance that this won't make it in. What do I have here? I had this, right? Let's do this. Womp, 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 womp. Is that automation? Any license deal for any sound you use? As in, have I ever had my music licensed out? Yeah, I have a few songs that I licensed to Spin Rhythm. So if you play Spin Rhythm on which you can buy right now on Steam, there's a few of my songs there. I think there's 3 of them. There's No Limits, Sector 5, if I'm not mistaken, and then it's Engine Start. Those 3 songs, you know? For the sound I use. So, like, do I need licenses for the sounds I use? When you buy the samples, you get a royalty-free license. So you don't really like need. So if your question is, do I ever use any copyrighted samples, as in, do I like sample other songs? Not usually. I'll just use samples from sample packs, which I am like fully allowed to use. You know, I don't usually like pull a Daft Punk where I just like my songs are made up of other people's songs but looped, and then a bunch of vocoding on top, which, by the way, is a completely valid method of making music. It's just not how I roll. Wow. Okay. And then the last one. There you go. Okay, and then we need to figure out the filtering that we had here. Okay, lots of stuff going on here. This is the instruments, don't need that. Growl, we do need that. Output wet on the delay. It's all the way off, we don't need it. Okay, I think that's all I needed. The filter. Okay. I need another lifter here. Okay, maybe just turn these up. Is this siren? It's pretty mono, isn't it? Should I try to spread it apart? Oh, a little more. It's very wide. Watch that. Need something else. Let me see. Boom. I had this thing here. Oh, it's a cool sound. I'm not about to overuse this, right? Whoa! Hold up! Hold the fuck up! Ugh. Just need it. I just need a little minute here to sort some stuff out. I just need a little minute to sort out some stuff, okay? Yeah, this is goated. What the heck? Just filter it. Whoa! Oh! Oh yeah, with the bandwidth. Ooh. Yeah. Let's go. Ah! Yeah, this is juice. This is juice. It's this fucking juice now. Oh shit, I'm doing it the other way. I'm taking away from the effect. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, dude. Oh fuck. That's good. Woo! Yo! That's hype. bum bum,
And then Mega Nova, jump up now. Oh yeah! Okay, I'm gonna add a mod X to this. Modulation X. Modus X. Modus X. The X is silent. Bum bum. Wait. Bum bum. Wait. It's in key and everything. It's in key. It's lined up to it. It literally does bum bum. Bum bum. Whoa! I'm not touching that automation. Nobody touched that automation. No one dared touch that automation. It's locked in. What if you have the effect going until measure 101 instead of fading it out? So like here? The thing is, when you go too far down, if you retain the resonance, watch what happens. Now you're boosting the sub by a lot. So that's why I had to, as it's going down, why the effect has to go down proportionally as well. Because if not, you get a ton of bass. Right? See that? So you don't affect the bass. Okay, the high end on this might be a little much, so I'm gonna turn up the down the mod X to like 4% down, just enough that that top part of the top end isn't as There you go, a little smoother. And now we turn it up for the remainder. There you go. We just use the same crowd chant. Doesn't work, does it? Mega Nova. Just like that. Bum bum bum. Where is the not that. Is it that though? Ugh. Choir has to be louder. Just like that. There's something here. I'm gonna use this. Not that.
I'm just gonna use this. The Brahms here. The low one. Bum, bum. If you've reintroduced the choir, you recorded like the last 3 notes or something in that empty space. Choir, which of them? The na da da da, that thing? I don't think so. I'm thinking I'm just gonna draw from the first build up. I have this thing. Thinking of just using that. Reverse it. Do a little thinking here. Yeah. That's some good ambient. Oh shit! Whoa, that's cool. Remember that on top of this, we're gonna have another phrase like Mega Nova, and then something like 1, 2, 3, for example. Mega Nova 1, 2, 3. First one you just played, the one you have a reel about. So this? Oh yeah, this one. Oh no. Oh no, chief. Because these are in a B flat major chord. 79. Oh, this? No. Not with the Mega Nova vocal on top. No. This is its own thing. But not for a pre-drop. I don't think so. Second drop is not finished. That's gonna be our last thing.
I had a jump up now vocal for this, right?
Meet modus.
That, but I also had a jump up now, right?
Jump up now.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Jump up now.
Okay.
Jump right now.
Bam bam bidum. It's like the what was the thing that they dun dun didum? It was Kim Possible, right? It says jump up now.
Jump up now.
I don't know, I think it's pretty clear.
Jump up now. Jump.
I didn't know the EQ for this. Got 345? What?
Jump up now.
No!
Jump up now.
You're joking.
Jump up now.
I've been live for almost 4 hours?
Jump up now.
Damn.
Jump up now.
Why is this on a... Why does this have a... What the fuck?
Jump up now.
This is the first EQ?
Jump up now.
I mean, it makes...
Jump up.
Because I just pan passed the whole... Oh, well, yeah, well, that makes sense.
Jump up now.
There you go. That explains it. God damn it! There's this bug where I'll click on a certain slot, and it'll always insert it on the first one that's empty. So instead of slot 7, if slot 1 is empty, it will insert it in slot 1. Weird.
Jump up now. Jump up now.
There's this horrible error I gotta sort out.
Jump up now. Jump up now. Jump up now.
That's much better.
Jump up now.
Okay. Whoa! Yeah! Just wait for the Mega Nova to be there. Mega Nova, jump up now. Yeah, dude. Yeah! Where's the pitch gone? I don't know, Chief. I'm not sure I like the placement of that. Cause it's the drop vocal on the pre-drop. I don't know. Maybe I can just do the morphed one. Mega Nova. It doesn't sound the same, does it? I'll probably just have a brand new vocal recorded for that. Mega Nova, jump up now.
24-hour live stream. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna play this, and I'm done. Jesus Christ, we've been live for 4 hours. Let's just play through the whole thing once, okay? And we're done. I mean, we did get to basically bridge the whole intro, first drop, breakdown to the second drop. So all we've got now left to do is to come up with a good enough pre-drop vocal, and then finish the second drop. That's pretty much it for the production of the tune, and then we would move on to mixing and mastering. What do you guys think? Should we mix and master the track live? Let's go.
Super. Hyper. Ultra.
Imagine this live. Ugh.
Meet modus.
Big. Bit rough there, but still. Very rough. Jokes. Jokes. Don't believe the ending. It's gonna have an actual ending, okay? The drop's gonna have an actual ending, but it is gonna end at 200. Yes, it goes faster because it says it.
Faster.
And then it keeps going. You see, 185, 187 and a half, 190. And then it ends at 200. Piep? I guess you meant pipe or Kong. Yeah, it's just I'm
I mean, I like the idea of the Kong here. I'm just not sure if this is the right Kong. So we're gonna have to do some research for. Oh, it's just called Piep. A Piep kick would be insane. I have to search that. I have to look that up before I leave. What's a Piep kick? Piep kicks up tempo in 1 minute. Fast, easy tutorial. Oh, there's tutorials on Piep kicks? Holy crap.
Polyfox.
What do you mean?
Next, we download this patch. Don't forget to like this preset. And this video
Don't forget to like this preset.
in general. Well,
What am I even watching? What is this? Some wow, look at the wallpaper of this man.
launched FL
Exudes
Studio
aura.
on Patcher. We look for the Polyfox preset and select
What is Holy Patcher?
it. Next,
Holy Patcher preset.
we make sure that everything works. You can even look
Oh
at
my
the map
God.
tab and check if there is a vital
Who made this?
synthesizer there. For now, we are removing the sound from all oscillators. Now our task is to
Just give me the final sound. Oh, I
You
see.
can activate it here. Then I asked,
Это большая проблема. Это большая проблема. Я очень плоха в таких вещах. Ну, типа,
Oh, so the language change was just okay.
good.
Nice. Okay, well, yeah, I get it. It's like unicorn on type thing. Okay, I understood. Guys, thank you all so much for joining and stick around until the very end. I'm gonna test out the new macropad, see if by pressing the end stream button it actually does its thing. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for joining us. Stick around until the very end of the stream. We'll see each other again on Friday. Okay, so Friday, March 20th, 2026, at around 10 p.m. my time, whatever that is for you. Look it up. It's not rocket science. I'm not your tech support. But yeah, Mega Nova all the way. And remember, don't forget that this next Monday, so Monday next week, on the 23rd, we're putting out a brand new song. Me, Steven Spies, Emmy Award-winning composer. What the f***? What the f***? Oh, shit! And Toryn, opera-trained singer. Holy what is this? What is this timeline? Holy Jesus. What is this timeline? Well, next Monday, it's coming out. Tomorrow, we are revealing the name of the song, the cover art, and the pre-save link, and a little bit more of the song on a new teaser reel tomorrow on socials. So stay tuned for that. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky, Red Sky, Twitter, Twatter, XYZ, and all the other relevant platforms. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I've been Paul, aka Modus, and as always, until... This is either going to be very, very anticlimactic or just right. Until next time. There we go. Yeah.